We have been talking a lot recently about how rising geopolitical tensions could affect the stock market. But what about the economy? Steve Liesman did some digging.
Suddenly, economists have a lot more than just the next Fed rate hike to forecast. Geopolitical risk has joined the list of uncertainties clouding the outlook. Others include the risk of a government shutdown as soon as September and the chance that meaningful tax reform may not happen this year. All the other risks, though, when it comes to geopolitical risk, seem to pale by comparison. Carl Weinberg from High Frequency Economics sees huge downside potential from the North Korean situation. He writes, quote, if North Korea can threaten world trade, even with conventional weapons, it can threaten the global economy. The global financial system is vulnerable to the same disruption of trade. JP Morgan calculates the level of geopolitical anxiety with an index and unsurprisingly finds it elevated right now. Other notable peaks from the index include the Desert Storm War in the early 1990s, the 9/11 terrorist attack, and the Arab Spring. JP Morgan says it's looked back on other times when the index has spiked, finds these geopolitical rules of global risk. First, it's the rule, not the exception. Second, though, it has delivered 4 of the past 6 recessions, mostly through an oil price spike. But third, there's a short-term market reaction, but there's often a big retracement within a few weeks or months. Goldman Sachs points out that for decades, investors have been rewarded for betting that a flare-up in the North Korean problem would go away. The question is whether the real situation with North Korea's advanced nuclear program and the rhetoric from both sides have changed the situation enough so that this time the market should be less complacent, that is, more concerned. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman.